Hello everyone, my name is Jawad Ali and today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks how to use the Outlook. So the first tip is, as you can see, my Outlook is a dark gray or black. How you can change the theme? The first thing all you need to do is just click on File and go to Option. Under the option you will see this window. On the left side under the General, you have to choose this option, personalize your copy of Microsoft Office. Here you can choose the color. You can make it white, you can make it colorful. So this is up to you. Whatever color you want, you can change it. It's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. The second tip is pop-up tip. Like, let's suppose this is the email from Humberto Correa, and if I want to reply it, I'm going to hit reply and I can see the email is embedded into my right pane. So if I want to pop it out, I just need to click on pop-up and it is here. Now you can go back, you can check the other emails, but your email, the original email, will stay here. So the next step is quick access toolbar. This is very handy and this is really good shortcut. On the top left corner, if you look here, I have undo, I have send and receive all folders. It updates all the folders. And then if I want to add an other thing, I just need to click this small thing and let's suppose I want to choose print. I just click on the print and I have a quick icon, quick access. So let's suppose if I want to add another one, reply all, I can get it. And let's suppose if I want to remove anything, I don't want this thing, address book, just right click on it and the first option, remove from quick access toolbar. Okay, these are all predefined in front of you, but if you don't have any option over here, don't worry. You just need to go to the more commands and you will see more commands over here. If you choose the popular command, if you want to see all command, you can go to the all commands and you will see 100 of commands over here. I mean all the option the Outlook has. So I would recommend you just go to the popular commands because this is what we use everyday life. And let's suppose if I want close all item, this is really good. If we want to close all the windows at once, we can do that. I'm going to add it here and then I will say OK, and I have here close all item, so it's going to close everything in the Outlook. Next step is use voting button, and for use voting button all you need to do is just compose a new email from the new email here, and then you go to the options. Under the option you use voting buttons. So the use voting button is if you want to vote yes or no, approve or reject it, and you can customize them. Like it says approve, reject, either you can add maybe. If someone is going to attend the meeting, you can add whatever you want. But now let's try it. What you are gonna do, you are gonna click on let's say approve or reject, and then let me send this over to me. Party, we want a party, and then just send an email randomly. Here, I received it, and when I'm going to open it, double click on it, I will have a button here which is a vote button. Otherwise, usually you receive reply all or forward, but this time I have a vote button. I'm going to vote and I'm going to approve it. Do you want a party? Yes. Send the response now. Yes. Either if you want to add it before sending, you can edit the response if you want to send a note or something, and press OK. I should receive a response here. Here you go, and it says approve. The next step is very important, and it is how you can archive your emails. So this is very simple and it does not take more than 10 seconds to archive your emails. So first you need to check you need to click on the file and look at your storage space, how much you still have. Like I have 166 megabyte free out of 512 megabyte. Now I'm going to get a warning like 50 or 30 megabyte before getting it full. I'm going to get a warning, and the warning will display over here that your email is going to be full. So this is the time you will get that warning a day or two, or maybe depending on how many emails you receive. But I can say on the safe hand, I usually receive 2-3 days that warning before getting it full. And in that case, I usually check over here, okay, I'm going to get full. And then what I do, I go at the end of my emails. Let's suppose if I want to archive just 22, I select and hold shift button, and I go up and I choose the last email. Either you can use the shift and arrow keys, either you can use you can hold the shift key and just click from start to end. And then I'm going to expand my 2021, just drag and drop into inbox. So see, it does not take a long time, and I moved at least 20 emails in just a fraction of a second. And my emails, they are really managed over here. If you see from 2015 to 2021, I know my years, and I can go back really quickly and can search any email. So the same step is for the sent item. Like let's suppose if you go to the sent item, don't forget about the sent item. You see over here, still I have from June to onward the sent item. Let's suppose if I want to go from June to June 30, I will select all those 30 and I'm going to move them into sent item. So the sent will go into the sent and inbox will go into the inbox. So this is the whole month. Let's see how this is. It took just 2 seconds to archive the whole month. The next step is how you can block the sender, either how you want the emails not marked as junk. So that you need to go to the home, and first thing you need to select the email. Let's suppose I received this email from Sears and it's just an advertisement. The next time I don't want to see this email in my inbox, you just need to go here and just hit the block sender. And as soon as you hit the block sender, that you will not receive that email in your inbox. It will directly go to your junk email. And if I choose never block the sender, moving forward I'm going to receive all the emails with the everything with the links, or either whatever they are going to send me, I will receive in my inbox. So if I want to allow any email address from that domain, specific domain, which is a email.sears.com, if I want to receive all email from this domain, then I need to choose this option, never block the sender's domain. And here the last option is also the similar. You just go there and you have an option here like the save sender. If you look over here, I already added certain emails over here. So the moving forward I receive, these are all the safe senders. Like anything is coming from these email addresses or from these domain, I should receive that email in my inbox instead of going into junk email. And the same thing is for the safe recipient. This is my personal email, because my personal email address is a safe recipient, the outside any email address. And then the blocked sender, like these people, I blocked them. Under the block sender, like this email address, I blocked it. I don't know, maybe he sent me an email, suspicious email, so I blocked the sender. I don't want to receive those emails in my inbox. So this is how you can block senders, or you can make them safe to receive in your inbox. The next step is how you can translate message into any language. Let's suppose you receive a message in the Chinese language and you want to translate it into English or any other language. either if the message is already in the English and you want to translate the message into Arabic or any other language, so you need to simply go to the home and click on the translate message here. And if you don't see the translate message on your Outlook, you need to do is just click on the store very next to it on the home tab, and you will have a window similar to this window. Over here you are going to type translator and it will pop up. It will show a translator for Outlook. Just click here and then you have to click on the add button. For me it's already added, so it shows added button. And this message is selected and you will see. So over here for me, this message I already selected my own mother tongue, which is Urdu, and over here I can see it has been translated really good. I can read it. And you can change the language if you want. Like let's suppose if you want to change into any other language, you just simply like you wanted to convert into the Spanish, just click on the Spanish and you will see your message has been converted into the Spanish. Like let's suppose if you want to send a person who can read only Spanish, you can convert this message and copy it and you can send over to the person. You can just type in a new email. The next step is how you are going to check if your Outlook is working online or is on the offline mode. So this is very important. Whenever you have issue like sending or receiving emails, before calling me, you need to go in the right corner over here and you need to check the status of your Outlook. Is it connected to the server? Either it has some kind of error over here. So right now it says working offline. Working offline is a similar, you have airplane mode in your phone. You just put it onto the working offline and you will not receive or send any email. So the first thing, if you see the similar message here, the working offline, you need to go to the send and receive, and there is a button which is called work offline. So what happens, sometimes the people, they just press this button accidentally and then the Outlook goes into the work offline mode. So you just need to press it and you will see it changed to connected to the Microsoft Exchange server. So your status should be connected to Microsoft Exchange all the time just to send and receive emails. The next step is how you can create your own action or button using a Outlook functionality to archive your items. So you can perform any function, but over here, because our concern is archive, so I'm going to define how we can create our own shortcut and button to archive our older items. So all you need to do, just go on home and then click on the create new in this box under the quick steps, and you just click create new. So what we want here, we want the live inbox item should move to the archive to 2021 inbox. To achieve this, all you need to do is just type in archive. This is just a name. You can type in any name you want, but for me it's a inbox, archive to 2021 inbox, and then in the action choose move to folder, and then which folder you wanted to move, go here and choose inbox 2021, and then from here you can assign a shortcut key. Like you need to press a Control Shift 1 to move all the item, and you can assign here you can put the tooltip. I can say archive 2021 inbox to inbox, and then over here if you look here, we have the same shortcut and button here, and it says archive 2021 inbox to inbox, and then it says our shortcut key. So let's suppose we have this item from the Carter. We want to send this item to 2021. All we need to do is just select this email and hit this button. It will disappear from here and it should come here under here. Okay, so this is the easiest way. If you want to send more item, simply just select like more item and hit this button and it will transfer all those items into the archive. Now you can create the similar thing with the sent item. For the sent item, simply you need to go to the create new and go here and archive 2021 sent items. You don't need to write that big, just anything smaller, or you can put just the sent. Choose move to folder, and this time you are going to select sent item 2021. And we already assigned the first shortcut, so we are going to assign a new shortcut, Control Shift 2, and then over here we are gonna call it archive 2021 sent to sent, and then we are going to press finish, and we have another shortcut here. If you take your mouse over there, cursor there, and this is the tooltip, and from this tooltip you can see you can this one from sent to sent. So let's suppose all you need to do is just go to the sent item, click any older item from here, either you can put any newer item, anything. Like let's suppose if I want to send this email from Zafar Sam, and then I need to just select here and then hit this button, so it should go in under the sent item. Yeah, here this is the email. So this is the way you can archive your emails, and this is very simple. If you select a full month, it should take 5 to 10 seconds to move the full month, and you don't need to worry. It's just a matter of one button. And let's try to use shortcut key. I'm going to select this Carter, and then I'm going to press what is the shortcut key? It's a Control Shift 1, and I'm going to press Control Shift 1 and it disappeared. And if I go here, I will see the email over here. So this is a really cool feature, and this is very handy for the archiving. This tip is also related to the archiving. I'm going to give you another way how you can archive the items with just a without clicking any button. The Outlook itself gives you the option after every 7 days to archive your inbox. So this tip is for those people who don't have the subfolder under the archive, because the computer is what is going to do is going to dump the older email, 1 month older emails automatically into your archive. To achieve this, all you need to do is just go to the file options, and then you need to select advanced from the left pane. On the right side, just click on the auto archive settings, and under the auto archive settings, as you can see, for me it's a run auto archive every 7 days. So I put it on 10 for me. You put it according to your needs. Like if you are receiving really like 100 emails every day, maybe you can put it on 7 days. But if you are receiving like 10-20 emails per day, I think 10 to 15 days is good. Prompt before auto archive runs. Yeah, if you check this box, it's going to ask you if you want to run the archive. If you think you don't have a time to press yes and archive it, you uncheck it. And if you think you have a 20 to 30 seconds to archive in any way, manual or automatic way, just leave it checked. So uncheck this, delete expired item, email folders only, and then check archive or delete older items. So if you check this button, it's not going to delete item, it's actually going to archive the item. And over here, show archive folder in the folder list, and then for me it's a 2 months. You can select 1 month. If you are really receiving too many emails, you put it on the 1 month, and from here in the browse, you need to select your latest archive. So just to let you know, we have the archives under the D drive. If you go to the D drive, you will see a folder called Outlook archive, and you just need to pick your latest archive. Like my latest archive is archive Jawad 2021. Just double click on it. Just make sure you select the latest one. Do not dump into any other older or the previous year archive, and then press OK. So what it is going to do, you will see a prompt after a month when it's going to see any email older than 1 month. It's going to run it automatically after every 10 days. The next step is delayed delivery message. Let's suppose if you want to send a message right now, but you don't want to deliver it to the recipient until after 2 days. So you can delay your message by going to the options here on your message. You will be here. You need to click on the option, and then you need to click on the delay delivery option. Over here, you just need to check here, do not deliver before, and you can choose the date from here, 2 days, and time 8:22, 6:30 p.m. and then you just close it, and after that type in your message and you hit send button. So you will see your message will stay in the outbox. So the message is going to look for the date and the time you said, 8:22, 6:30 p.m. and it should deliver at that time.